50.
Blue 30.
Mike, 58, right there. Alert 3, alert 3.
Alert, alert. X3, 218, chopper.
First carry for James Conner. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Easy.
56, right there, 56.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
All right, now, black 20. Middle.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Jack 16.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey, Zoo.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Finds his tight end, Ingram. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Evan Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. Protein spill.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Fournette running out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Minshew, 1st and 10. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
General West.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking. Looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That's
He's
it,
brought
baby.
down
We
by
gonna
Sean
work.
Davis. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 8, read. 6-6. Pull it high. Right up.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down.
You draw Corker.
Rush in. Check, check, check.
Go.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey, hey, hey.
Shoot.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Recon. 132 fighter. Go. Go. Ready, ready.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check 52.
Greystone travel.
55. Watch switch, watch switch, watch switch.
Get it.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Right.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Ready, ready.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fournette, a first down carry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Set. 90 Wolf. Hey, box truck, box truck.
Watch the pass. 54's Mike, 54's Mike.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Here we go.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
3, 218, chop. Yep.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Steelers' 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Check. 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 He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Protein spill. Let's go.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is third and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at the 20. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Set. 230.
Mike, 58, right there.
Easy, easy.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
Quarter.
Throwing on second and 14. Roethlisberger. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
Black 20. Go that bench release and go.
It's a gain of 12.
Watch every move.
Hey, alert.
Watch the safety, Chris.
Hey, Delta.
Why? Get one.
80 weapon. Jack 16. Black 20.
He'll try and run forward with counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now whistles here And I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
But it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And high fives all around on that sideline. It's a first down as they wind up getting 11 on the fake punt.
Ready up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
General West.
Watch the eye.
Fournette running right. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, echo.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, five.
On 2nd down, Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Bravo.
Watch 55. Let's go. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Let go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Safety's creeping.
Snickers, 66. Blue draw quarters.
Mike 58, right there.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
First and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
It's complete to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Looking deep for Jennings. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hey, Charlie!
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. All day. All day.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Now Minshew, he sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in, it's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Gary Jennings, 84 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring Snickers. Snickers.
Check, check, check.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
Yeah, let's go.
Start! 180!
Flash it through.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Roethlisberger. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Black 20.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson was the intended receiver. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Hey, wahoo!
On second and a yard, Minshew taking a shot for Samuel. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Third down and 1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The third down pass intended for Curtis Samuel. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Jim.
Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep for Jennings. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
All day, baby, all day.
Let's go now.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 3.
Greystone, travel.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
55 mark, 55. Watch around, watch around. That's out, baby. That's an egg shot.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
Nice, sweetheart.
Minshew sets to throw. Got his target, Samuel. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now Leonard Fournette. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Think you gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Rip left.
Go.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And Jennings has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I got you, boy.
Yeah. Hey, Steve 6.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Here's Minshew. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. The 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
Marr on for the extra point. Got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football, Luke.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Hey, Delta.
To try again after the sack. Minshew, that's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Alpha.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. On 1st and 10 is counter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hill, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hit that! Block 80! 50! Pilot, 64, weak.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw complete to Washington. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Switch it. Easy. Send him west. No spacing.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You 6'6", pull it high.
You got time right there.
Bravo. Snap.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. Well, this is caught by Williams. 23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. You draw portraits. Hey, high 7. Look at me. Zipper.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Rip right.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Switch.
Recon, 132 fighter. Smooth. Yo, Jackrabbit, come on.
2nd and 10. Got his man, it's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Greystone, travel.
Come on. Mike, 55. Right there.
Ready?
They'll run with Fournette. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you.
61, matchbox light. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
2nd and 6. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
218, chop.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Alert, alert.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Roethlisberger to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Protein spill.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Washington's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the 38, Roethlisberger. And he fires one incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick. But let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Orbit.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Eat on the
Go. 5.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, Wahoo.
55. Check.
Back to throw. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Mike 55. Get in the weight room.
Chopper.
SOS.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Y'all not ready.
Mike, 50.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. This is Fournette. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Let's go. Defense. 55.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go.
Here we go.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
77. Hey, exit.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough. And these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Ready.
55. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Shoot. Check it back.
General West. Snap.
Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Go now. 10-2 stop.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew being chased out left. That's out to his running back, Fournette. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. And my, how the tables have turned after that play. And you know what? You think back to 1978. Little history lesson here. Take us through it, Charles. You remember that.
I remember it well. Trying to run out the clock. The Giants, Joe Pisarcik trying to hand off to Larry Zonka. The ball goes on the ground, and Herm Edwards picks it up. What do we call that?
Look it up, kids. The miracle at the Meadowlands. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Team 6. Team 6.
55.
Hey.
Eat. Let's go, D. 55 is mine, guys. 55.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike, 54. Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Check.
54. Watch 54. Get your swerve on. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. I'm
fine.
On 4th down, Minshew. And that is incomplete. They had had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers are close to finishing off this football game. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. And that kneel down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because it's not a championship game yet, but the team that's undefeated feels like a champion. So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Steelers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low key. I can carve up the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new free.